Hi, Adam Oakes here with the Planet Managed Services team, and this is your play of the week. So unless you've been living under a rock, Microsoft has been doing a ton of development around OpenAI, ChatGPT, and putting it into a product set for Microsoft 365 and Windows that they are calling Copilot. We've seen a ton of updates from last year's Ignite, all the way through the new roadmap related to the functionality that this AI-powered stuff can bring to you. Now, the licensing isn't cheap. I want to say when they unveiled it, it was something like $50 a user, which is a pretty steep price point for going through and looking at productivity tools. But if you think about how much money you spend on your average employee, it's really not that big of an investment if you can really multiply that productivity for the user out of going through and doing it. Well, the update that I'm choosing for today's roadmap is something that I can really see upping the productivity of both myself and other users. So I wanted to talk about it a little bit. They're calling it Prepare for Meetings in the new Outlook for Windows and Office 365. There'll be a new Office 365 client of Outlook coming out that can be on Windows or seen going through on the web. What this is going to do is it's going to allow you to leverage Copilot and AI in order to go through and be more efficient preparing for meetings. In today's modern work situation, many of us, myself included, are in back-to-back-to-back meetings often. Going through and making sure that you closed out of the one meeting and are prepared to be productive going into the next is pretty hard to do. I know that for me personally and for my coworkers, it's not that uncommon. The first couple minutes of a meeting are, okay, why did we go through and have this meeting again? What are we talking about? Okay, yeah, there was that one file we're supposed to go and look at. Let me pull it up and look at it real quick. And you're not really going through and being efficient for maybe the first 5 minutes of the meeting. Well, this new update is aimed to approach that and make this more easier. If you have the new version of Outlook, again, for the web or for the physical client on your computer, there's actually going to be a prepare button that shows up inside of your inbox. When you click that prepare button, it is going to go in and pull in relevant information for the meeting and give you an efficient summary so that way you know what's going on. This is going to pull information not only from the meeting invite itself, but also from past interactions you've had with both the person inviting you to the meeting and the other people on the meeting itself. So maybe you've been talking to them in Teams. Maybe you've been going through and you've had emails going back and forth. It's going to pull in information from all of that, determine if it's relevant based off of the subject of the invite itself and the other context going on. There are files that are actually pulled in on the meeting invite as well. They'll even give you summaries of the files. That way you have an efficient overview of what you're going through and being prepared for. But don't get me wrong, you still have to spend minutes reading this, but I actually think this feature is great. This is the type of stuff that I really see AI being transformative for my own personal life. I think AI does a whole bunch of cool stuff. We've all seen demos where someone's going in and working with ChatGPT, and they have a cool, really long Word doc, and they decide to turn that into a PowerPoint slide or something. That's cool. That's going to save some time. But this is the type of efficiencies that I can see day to day coming out that are really going to make a difference. They're really going to make it so that way, for the time that you're going through and working for those 8-9 hours a day that you're in the office, really allowing AI to make your life easier, allowing it to be an assisting tool that can really make sure so that you're spending the most time being productive and working towards common good. If a Copilot license can really go in and make you and your employees more efficient in what they're going through in the day, then pretty quickly it can really justify the cost of the licensing model. So really excited to see this update. I'm excited to see it come out and how it actually works. But this is something that I 100% could see being worth the value and really something that I use every single day if I actually have the functionality incorporated. So excited to see where it's going, excited to see where it actually is going to end up, and hopefully you guys are too. Thanks for joining us for the play of the week. You guys have a wonderful day.